What's up, everyone? Here today to do the God of High School 112. Okay, so this week's chapter, it was pretty slow just because it was a flashback, but overall it was pretty good. We got a little bit of Jin's grandfather's background and what he kind of used to do in the army, and they talk about how 40 soldiers infiltrated the South from North Korea and only one survived, and they were really intrigued by his martial arts. So they decided to put 50 of South Korea's martial artists against him, and he slaughters them, and I guess it wasn't even a contest. So what the South decides to do is they decide to come up with renewal taekwondo, which is what Jin Tae uses now, but this is a counter to, or this is martial arts specifically to counter the Norse taekwondo. So after that, they go to Tae-Jin, Jin's grandfather, and he actually defeats the guy who was slaughtering the Southern Koreans. But to me, they say it later in the chapter, but I guess he made some sort of deal or whatever, but I'll get into that in a minute. So after that, after Jin Tae's grandfather defeats him, he tells him, "I entrust my family to you." So he's kind of confused, it looks like, and he really doesn't know what he's talking about. So after that, then they go to Tae-Jin talking to his higher ups, and they want him to infiltrate the North because I guess they sense some sort of strange energy and they think it may be a nuclear bomb. So they tell him that they're going to send him and his team in or whatever. And he asked them, was there anything that he kind of needed to know about the other guy, or the guy he just defeated from the North? He wasn't a spy, but I guess you could call him a traitor from the North. And they said no, not anything that they knew of. So he goes on the mission, and they infiltrate pretty easily. They get in there, take out a bunch of weak soldiers, and they go to Tae-Jin looking through a lot of documents. And he doesn't see anything that has to do with anything with nuclear stuff, and he says he doesn't think it is. So a bunch of backup soldiers start coming in all around the same time, and they say, "Put your hands up." And from someone who doesn't know, it looks like not a dire situation, but you would think that because they had guns and stuff and they were outnumbered that they might have some problems. But Tae-Jin tells them to kill them all, and they easily defeat all the backup soldiers. And right after that, a couple of his soldiers are talking around, and a kid comes out from the bushes, and they're really kind of off guard, and one of the soldiers says, "Hey, just shoot, get away, kid." And before he can even realize, he stabs right through him, and it was just, I guess, really fast because he didn't even notice it. So after that, a lot of the they look like northern taekwondo users come out, and their leader comes out also, and he tells them, show them what real martial arts is, or what real taekwondo is. So after he talks all this mess, Tae-Jin comes out, and he really doesn't say much, but hey, where's the info, kind of. And the leader of the North Taekwondo users, he says to him, he asks him about the traitor, and he's talking about the guy from the North. And he tells them to show them what real martial arts is, like I said before. And Tae-Jin tells him, all his soldiers, to relax, and he pretty much defeats everyone and grips the leader up by his throat. And the leader said, he asked him a question, "Hey, what's going on? What is this?" Asking him what this site is, and he says, he just kind of laughs and says, "I'll take you out with me." And before he even takes the grenade out or gets to even do anything with it, he takes his arm off before the guy even realizes. And after that, he tells one of his soldiers, "Hey, I need you to do something for me. Go to this guy's house and see how his family's doing." Because pretty much without the deal for teaching them taekwondo was that to keep his family safe. So that's why he sent one of his soldiers to do it. But one of his other soldiers spoke up and says, "Hey, are we supposed to be doing that? I'm pretty sure we can't." But he just has them as he's scared, and no one questions his authority. And he sends them off, and they all decide to go and look and see what the source of energy is. So when they go and look at the source, in my opinion, it looks like Jin Tae in monkey form. In my opinion, in his monkey god form or monkey king form. I'm sorry, and yeah, that concludes the chapter. It was a pretty good chapter just because we got a little bit of background story for Jin Tae's grandfather and got to know a little bit what he was about and how cool he was. So yeah, this week's chapter, it was okay, but I definitely want to get back to current stuff going on. But yeah, I guess let me know what you guys think, and thanks.